up, YouTube? We back at it again. We are looking at some Stan Walker. Stan dropped this within the last day. We're on completely different time zones, so I'm just getting up. He's probably just going to bed. I don't know. Actually, he was last time I checked. He was in Hawaii. I'm sure he's back home now. I doubt he hung out in Hawaii for a couple months. Not a bad place to be though, honestly. But either is New Zealand. So yeah. So we're looking at I am. I am my language. My language is the window to my soul. I've done this song many times. This is live at the AMAs, so we are going to check it out. Hawaii Key 2. I'm assuming the group he's going to be performing with. Cool. Do me a favor, if you're new here, if you're not new here, run over to Stan's page. Please go like and subscribe. So this is live performance. I love this song. It's one of those, it gives you chills every time you hear it, but it's a great song. It was done for Ava DuVernay's movie Origins, which, award-winning and whatnot. But so we will we'll dive in here. If you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. I'm not going to break down really anything. I've explained the song a few different ways, a few different times. So you can search my channel for I Am, and you will realize that I am awesome. Good morning. Welcome to Monday. I'm just kidding. I'm not that awesome, but you guys are. Appreciate you being here. Let's dive in. Oh, by the way, I'm leaving it clear right now. If you want to see it clear, I'm going to put that on Patreon. I'm going to edit it before I even upload it to YouTube, because anything Stan. I have videos that I did like a while back that are still waiting. They get blocked right away. That are Stan songs that are still waiting to have something lifted, or them telling me to F off, just to let you know. So Stan stuff is tough. Which is why I hesitate to do his older stuff. Most of the time, this live stuff I can get through with just like a copyright filter. But everything I do does go on Patreon, and it usually goes through. It's clear. So this will go over on Patreon clear, just to let you know. Jump over there. It's free.
suruvaga mawakia tina. Tina! Omye huye. Daiki! Maurima, itu mai!
Sick. I miss Hawaii. It's cool seeing like because he had that was the backup dancers, not like I was expecting like backup vocals or it was the dancers that were the Hawaiian. And it's cool because like you can there's a lot of similarities between like the Maori and Hawaiian just from like the traditional and somewhat kind of tribal connection to land. Um, so they do share a lot of similarities in that sense, and especially when you get into their kind of cultural dance. Um, so it does translate pretty well, like really really well. But yeah, that's just it's a damn anthem, man, and that song will I'm sure live on culturally, um, in New Zealand and actually I mean it's kind of because the meaning of it isn't necessarily specific to New Zealand or the Maori. It's just basically talking about like maintaining, I guess, at a higher level view. Um, and I said I wasn't gonna get into this, but just maintaining a connection to if you don't basically if you don't remember where you're from, you have no idea where you're going, right? So it's maintaining that sort of connection to your traditions, your roots, your land, your people, everything that put you where you're at and why you're there. It's important to make sure that stays, sort of on mind. There is issues politically with their language in schools, um, sort of being like written out of the curriculum and whatnot. But it's so it was there is purpose, for them for especially. But I think that holistically you can look at the song and you could apply it to any sort of situation with a lot of tradition gets lost. I'm in America and like our traditions are short lived in comparison to a lot of other places because we're just in this giant melting pot of a lot of different types of people who have a lot of their own traditions. So there's not a whole lot to grab a hold of when you say I'm American, right? I mean there's some, right? I'm just talking from a grand scheme of things. If you're looking at each individual culture in a vacuum, we don't really have a whole lot to stack up, which is fine. I'm definitely proud to be where I'm at and happy for it. But as far as culturally and traditionally, the one of the first things you get asked here is like, "What's your ethnicity?" or "Where are your people from?" sort of thing, right? Because usually the answer is not America, right? So, I mean, it's just how the cookie crumbles, right? Do me a favor, please go support Stan. I'm gonna edit this, and what you guys see initially is gonna have copyright on it if it even gets through. Honest to God, like Stan's, I have multiple songs waiting, and these are days and days and weeks old, that I can't even put through. So I haven't put those on Patreon yet, though. I'm waiting to see what my disputes how they kind of play out, um, but this one should be fine. The lives have been fine historically with some sort of copyright. I don't know. Who knows, man? I'm just a dude recording myself. Um, like if you like, please comment, subscribe. Appreciate it very much. Make sure you support Stan. Best way to get me is on Patreon. That's all my recs come from. It's linked over there in the description as well as my merch. Hope you have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you on the next.